Mathew was a child who was brought up in a good family home, a home that had peace, a home that had everything. All of a sudden, he went out into the world and started to transform into something that wasn't my son. His behavior, the way he walked, his dress sense, he was constantly drunk, high, completely different to what I had planned for him.
Desde o primário, ele sempre sobressaiu sobre as outras crianças.
From his primary school days, he already used to stand out from the other children, as he was always a very intelligent child. His teachers used to say that he would get bored sometimes because he would finish his work before all the other children.
I decided that I didn't want to hear this anymore. I didn't want to be known as a nerd anymore. Even with all this, even though I became more popular, I never, ever, ever, ever felt part of any group. Even with everything I did, I always wanted more.
A gente era uma família bem estruturada.
We were a very well-structured family. We used to always have activities with Mathew and Annabelle when they were children. Mathew was a happy child.
Since I was very, very small, I always thought that happiness was found in marriages. I always saw my mom and dad happily married, and I thought, okay, I want that as well. And then I finally found this in someone. And I thought, okay, if I found it, I need to give everything. And I truly believe that's why I became so dependent on her.
Foi muito difícil para mim de ver.
It was very difficult for me to see Mathew crying all the time. This intelligent boy.
I remember that every night when I wasn't with her, I would just sit in my room and I would cry. That's when I realized truly that I was depressed.
He was so depressed, saying nothing was good enough for him. There was a time I became terrified that he would take his own life.
When I was in my room alone, I would think about life, and I thought about how I was worth nothing, how I would never amount to anything, how everything was going wrong, and I thought I would never be able to provide for her. And one day she would realize this and leave me, and that left me really, really down.
Essa namorada morava em Nottingham.
This girlfriend of his lived in Nottingham. She was evangelized by someone from the Universal Church whilst she was out and invited to come to the church. Due to not wanting to go on her own, she asked Mathew to come with her. Mathew accepted her invitation. However, he didn't know that it was the Universal Church. This is how he returned to God.
So I gave up the alcohol, I gave up weed, I gave up the drugs, partying. I broke up with her, and from that day onwards, things started changing. I just wanted to give everything to him. I told him I wanted to come back, but I didn't feel worthy. I didn't want it to be like the first time I was in church and nothing went right. So I asked him to make this a new chance. And if he did that, I would give my life to him.
Todo dia eu agradeço a Deus.
I thank God every day for your transformation. God made the little seed that was in your heart to flourish. He was able to break the hardness that was there and bring you back to Him.